What's going on, everybody? Back again with another video. Just tonight I wanted to kind of talk about the thing going on with Gamestop and the 30th anniversary collection for Pokemon. And like, I've been having a hard time like scouring for any information if the leaked screenshots are real or anything like that, and I finally found a article by Geeks and Gamers. Big shout out to Geeks and Gamers, by the way. I used to watch these guys all the time when they just like a tiny little YouTube channel. So anyway, I'm just gonna kind of read through this article that they have posted, and then I'll kind of give my thoughts on it, and we'll go from there. So this just starts off, if you're planning on buying some of the Pokemon TCG 30th Celebration card sets, you may not want to buy them from GameStop because the prices look like they'll be outrageous. Reports on the social media say that the video game trade retailer is planning to charge up to and sometimes over 3 times manufacturer's suggested retail price, or MSRP. Put out by the Pokemon Company. An X account called Cats Collectibles TCG shared a screenshot of a search results for Pokemon TCG 30th Celebration items, which appears to come from GameStop their internal reservation system, and the prices are higher than MSRP. For example, the MSRP for a booster bundle is $26.94. And so, okay, I'm going to pause right there for just a second because I think I said this in my last video that I went to Walmart and I purchased a booster bundle, and it was $37 and some change, before tax. So this $26.94 is still the MSRP, but now we're even seeing Walmart jack their prices up. So so while we're seeing prices go up a little bit, this is still outrageous. So, but GameStop has it listed for $79.99, almost 3 times as much. The Knockout Collection's MSRP for $9.99, but GameStop, it'll be $29.99 according to that image, just 2 pennies more than 3 times the MSRP. Which is just crazy. Let's see, we've got the limit 2 per customer, 30th Celebration ETB pre-order $129.99. That's crazy. See, another X account, this one called Pokemon Alerts and News, posted some corroborating images showing the GameStop prices. These appear to be pictures of GameStop price tags and an internal price chart taken. One assumes by a GameStop employee. They show that the Pokemon TCG 30th Celebration Elite Trainer box, which has an MSRP of $49.99, will be sold for $129.99 at GameStop. Among other huge price jumps, finally, Pokemon News and Alerts posted a screenshot of what looks like GameStop's internal pricing list, and it shows the Pokemon TCG 30th Celebration Ultra Premium Collection, or UPC, with a price tag of $599.99. MSRP is $179.99. Many fans, there's a lot of pop-ups on this on their website. Many fans are angry, as you'd expect, with potential customers resolving to go to other retailers like Target, Walmart, or their local card shop. Some are looking forward to seeing full shelves of Pokemon TCG 30th Anniversary products at GameStop due to the exorbitant prices. However, a few are simply shrugging their shoulders and accepting the price hikes, reasoning that it's a cost of having such a massively popular hobby, combined with 30th anniversary special sets. To be clear, aside from these images, the Pokemon TCG 30th Celebration GameStop prices haven't been confirmed. Okay, so and this was published today. This is from earlier today. So as of now, they're not. We are not confirmed. But the store's website doesn't list prices, and pre-orders have to be made in person at GameStop locations, which is, we want that. Okay, we want that practice. We do not want online ordering. Look what's happening with Pokemon Center. Pokemon Center is just flooded, inundated with bots and scammers that are just crashing the website to get their hands on pre-orders, and we need to stop online pre-ordering for everything. You want to stop scalpers? Stop online pre-orders. Dead stop. However, GameStop has not denied these reports either, and they began yesterday. And these images are of internal documents and price tags that haven't been released yet, suggesting that a GameStop employee, if it's only one employee, is blowing the whistle on the store's prices and alerting fans early. If it's true, maybe it shouldn't be too surprising. GameStop makes a lot of money from Pokemon TCG, and guess what? Here's the thing: they used to not. They used to not make a lot of money on Pokemon. Matter of fact, it was literally like just a couple of years ago. It was last year, early last year, a GameStop close to me closed down because they weren't making any money. And literally all the Pokemon cards on their shelf were buy one, get one free, and they were 50% off with no limit. So no, GameStop was not making money on Pokemon cards. So this is a recent development, and they're only making money on it because of these prices. They've been doing these price hikes for a while. They've been doing them since Journey Together dropped. It found ways of increasing its Pokemon revenue, such as by selling power packs that act as sort of a Pokemon TCG lottery. Yeah, I don't like the power packs. A lot of people say that they're a scam, but then they'll buy them anyway. You know, you get these big, like, you know, you get guys from like TikTok or whatever and be like, oh, don't buy these, they're a scam, and then they'll go in and they'll buy the two, whatever the limit is. So, some places the limit's 1, some places the limit's 2. Just depends on where you go, I guess. The power packs are priced from $25 to $2,500, with more expensive ones supposedly having a higher chance of containing a rare card worth more than the price. If customers will pay that much for a power pack, will they do the same for 30th anniversary celebration line? The difference is that only GameStop carries the power packs. Yeah, well, it's a GameStop thing, and it's because, and the reason they have the power packs, you know, I'm just going to stop it here because it really just goes into the power pack stuff, and then see what's the point of buying an ultra premium collection for $600 at GameStop when you can go somewhere else and buy it for $100 less. Even if the item is marked up from MSRP, GameStop could end up making significantly less than it would have if it had fair pricing by going forward with this plan. On the other hand, the Pokemon TCG 30th Anniversary Celebration products are going to be incredibly popular and will probably sell out quickly, not just for legitimate Pokemon fans, but for scalpers. If they get desperate enough, at least some collectors may take the plunge at GameStop if these prices are real and eat the cost. Whenever there will be enough of them is the question. And if it prices its items so absurdly high, GameStop may discover the limit of one of the world's most devoted fans. Yeah, okay. So, and I think that this article hits pretty good, and I'm just going to give a few of my thoughts on it real quick, and then we're going to cut it. But I think it's time that we put GameStop in its place, okay? I mean, they were on the verge of bankruptcy. They were going to go under. There wasn't going to be a GameStop anymore until the Redditors got together and did what they did by manipulating its stock price and all that stuff. And, you know, and I feel like GameStop owes the community for doing that. Because like I said, GameStop they wouldn't have anything. There would be no stores if it weren't for the community at large supporting them so that they didn't go under. And the other thing too is like they're not buying. There's no reason for the markup for them because they're getting it wholesale. GameStop is a registered wholesaler, or they're a registered distribution for Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, all those things. So they get everything at wholesale. There's no reason. I mean, if you want to mark it up a little bit, so I think I've talked about it before. It's a card shop near me called Three Arrows, and they get Pokemon cards, and they also get them at wholesale. But the difference is that they're just a private company. They're a privately owned business, and it's not like it's a franchise or anything like that. They're not like some huge conglomerate or whatever. They're a standalone, privately owned business, and so when they get Pokemon cards, you can usually expect like a 10 or maybe 15% markup on some of their stuff. I bought all of my Prismatic Evolutions from them because they were selling ETBs for $70. So, and MSRP is $50. You know what I mean? But at the time, you couldn't find a Prismatic Evolutions ETB for less than like $300. So $70 was a fair price for me to make that purchase. And I bought some other stuff from them too, but my point is that GameStop makes entirely too much money, and they get way too good of a deal on these products to be selling a $180 UPC for more than 3 times MSRP. Like, that's crazy. That's like 3.5 times its retail price, and it's not okay. And I think that we really do need to band together as a community and tell GameStop that, like, hey, you guys were almost in the ground once. We'll put you there again. And that we won't bring you back this time. I think we collectively need to do that. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Have a good night.